Welcome to our channel. We're so glad you're here. Before we dive in, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know where you're watching from. It's always amazing to see how far our community reaches. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our exciting content. We've got something special coming your way tomorrow, and trust us, you won't want to miss it. Thanks for being part of our journey, and let's get started. 6 surprising habits that are aging you faster and how to stop them. As we get older, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that slowing down is the safest approach. After all, our joints might hurt more, our balance may not feel the same, and even the thought of lifting something heavier than a grocery bag can feel intimidating. Many people after 70 start avoiding strength-based activities, thinking that rest is the key to staying safe. However, what many don't realize is that avoiding movement altogether can actually do more harm than good. The truth is, strength-based movement is essential to maintaining our independence as we age. Without it, we risk losing the muscle mass we already have, a condition known as sarcopenia. Muscle loss happens gradually, and it's not something that hurts immediately, but the consequences become clear over time. You may notice yourself getting out of breath more easily, struggling with stairs, or needing to lean on something to stand up. But it doesn't have to be this way. You don't need to start lifting heavy weights like a bodybuilder or spend hours in the gym. It's about using the muscles you already have, even with simple, everyday movements. Whether it's standing up from a chair without assistance, carrying a bag, or reaching for something on a high shelf, each of these actions requires muscle strength. The key is to do them intentionally and often. Regularly engaging in small activities, such as light resistance exercises, can help keep your muscles active and strong. Take George, for example. At 82, he used to avoid any physical activity after a small fall a few years ago. He was afraid of pushing himself too hard, thinking that it might lead to another injury. As a result, he stuck to his recliner and only went on short walks. But after a visit to a bodyworker, he realized that not moving was doing more harm than moving. He started with just 5 minutes of strength routines, simple exercises like standing up from a chair without using his hands, lifting soup cans, and practicing balance by standing on one leg near a counter. Within 2 months, George noticed a remarkable difference. His legs felt steadier, and he regained his confidence. Strength is about more than just physical power. It's about knowing you can move freely, get out of bed without fear, walk through a store without relying on a cart, and play with your grandkids without worrying about getting back up. And the best part is, it doesn't take hours of effort. Just small, repeated movements can make a huge difference. The earlier you start, the more benefits you'll see. So why not begin today? Strength gives you the freedom to keep living life on your terms. As we age, it's not just our bodies that change. Our nutritional needs do too. What worked for us in our 40s might not be the best for us in our 70s. In fact, continuing to eat the same way we always have, with the same serving sizes and comfort foods, can sneakily harm our health. This is especially true when our metabolism slows down and our bodies don't process food the same way they used to. We might not feel hungry, but that doesn't mean we don't need to pay attention to what we're putting into our bodies. Just like avoiding strength-based activities can lead to muscle loss and decreased mobility, eating without considering your body's current needs can result in weight gain, sluggishness, and even blood sugar issues. It's easy to keep eating out of habit, but our bodies are no longer running on the same fuel system they did 30 years ago. After 70, every bite matters more. You don't need to starve yourself, but you do need to rethink the way you eat. Instead of sticking to large servings of heavy meats, thick carbs, and processed snacks, focus on smaller, balanced meals filled with nutrient-dense foods. Think stringy greens, lean proteins, healthy fats, and water-filled fruits. These foods are easier to digest and provide the fuel your body needs to keep you strong, sharp, and energized. This change isn't about dieting. It's about giving your body what it needs to work well today, not what worked 30 years ago. The goal is to feel better, have more energy, and improve your overall quality of life. Take Helen, for instance. At 75, she had always eaten the same way, 3 large meals a day, just like she had her entire life. But she started noticing some concerning changes. She felt puffy after dinner, her energy dropped in the afternoons, and her clothes didn't fit the way they used to. Her doctor didn't scold her. He simply suggested she try something new, smaller portions, more greens, and eating mindfully to know when she was truly full. Within a month, Helen wasn't just lighter, but she felt sharper, slept better, and noticed a significant improvement in her mood. This isn't about restricting yourself, it's about being mindful of what works for your body now. As we age, we gain wisdom, and that wisdom includes knowing how to take care of ourselves. Eating with intention, focusing on quality rather than quantity will make a world of difference in how you feel every day. So remember, your body's needs have changed, and so should your habits. Making small, smart changes today can lead to a happier, healthier tomorrow. As we focus on making changes in our diet and strength building routines, there's another crucial area that's often overlooked: our social connections. It's easy to become isolated as we age. You might find yourself skipping plans, canceling outings, or telling yourself that staying at home is just more comfortable. Maybe you think people don't reach out as much, or you feel like you don't have much to contribute anymore. Slowly, without realizing it, you start to pull away from the world. But here's the thing: pulling away from social connections is more dangerous than we realize. It's not just about feeling lonely, it's a serious health risk. Studies show that social isolation can lead to depression, memory decline, and even increased risk of heart problems. Our brains need engagement. They thrive on conversations, laughter, and the give and take of human connection. Without it, our minds can start to turn inward, becoming dull and disconnected from the world. Just like ignoring your body's nutritional needs or avoiding movement, withdrawing from social interaction can make you feel worse over time. It doesn't take much to reconnect. It can be something as simple as a phone call, a weekly yoga class, or even a walk with a neighbor. These small moments of socializing are brain boosters. They keep you sharp, grounded, and remind you that you still matter. Take Sylvia's story, for example. At 80, she started pulling away from her friends after her husband passed away. She told herself she needed time to grieve, but months turned into years, and she found herself alone. Her memory started to feel foggy, and her energy dipped. But when her daughter encouraged her to join a weekly senior yoga class, Sylvia was hesitant. She wasn't sure about the exercise, but what surprised her most wasn't the stretches, it was the people. Sharing a laugh before class and chatting afterward brought color back into her life. She hadn't realized how much she had missed those simple connections. So, while it may feel comfortable to retreat into solitude, it's important to remind yourself that staying connected is essential for your mental and physical health. Whether it's a small group activity, a regular phone call with a friend, or even an online community, keeping these connections alive is a powerful way to improve your well-being. You don't have to be social all the time, but finding ways to stay engaged with others will help you live a fuller, more joyful life. The more connected you are, the stronger and more vibrant you'll feel. Don't let isolation creep in. It's time to reconnect and thrive. As we've discussed, diet and social connections play a crucial role in maintaining health as we age. But there's one more area that's often brushed aside: paying attention to the small health signs. Many of us, especially as we get older, tend to shrug off little aches, pains, or minor changes in our body. We tell ourselves it's just part of aging. A little dizziness here, a slight chest tightness there, or maybe just some extra tiredness in the afternoon. We ignore it, thinking it's nothing to worry about. But here's the reality: ignoring these small signals can be one of the biggest mistakes you make in your later years. Your body is trying to tell you something, and when we don't listen, we risk missing something important. When we're younger, it's easy to brush off these little issues and just keep going. But as we age, those little signs can be early indicators of bigger health problems. Early detection often makes the difference between a quick fix and something far more serious. Just think about Walter's story. At 78, Walter was always the tough guy, rarely seeing a doctor unless he was in severe pain. He started noticing his vision was blurry and he felt a strange tingling sensation in his feet, but he brushed it off as just part of getting older. He thought, it's nothing. I'm fine. But when his daughter urged him to get checked out, he discovered that he had early stage diabetes. Because he caught it early, he was able to manage it through diet and exercise, avoiding more severe complications. His doctor made it clear, if you'd waited any longer, it could have been unfixable. This is why listening to your body is so important. Small signs like puffiness in your ankles, shortness of breath, or confusion could be trying to tell you that something's wrong. The sooner you address these issues, the sooner you can take action, which gives you a better chance at a quicker recovery and a healthier life. Waiting and hoping they'll go away only makes things worse. You don't have to be alarmed by every little ache or pain, but when something feels off, don't ignore it. Trust your instincts and seek medical advice early. You've spent a lifetime caring for others. Now it's time to take that same care and attention and apply it to yourself. Your health is in your hands. And when you listen to the small signs, you give yourself the power to stay in control and live your best life. The sooner you act, the better the outcome. As we've explored, listening to your body's signals is crucial for staying healthy as you age. Ignoring small health signs can have serious consequences. But another sneaky habit that many older adults fall into is relying too heavily on memory instead of writing things down. We've all done it, trusted our memory to keep track of appointments, medication schedules, and the many details of daily life. After all, for most of our lives, our memory has served us well. But as we get older, that trusty memory isn't as reliable as it used to be, and that can lead to mistakes with big consequences. When you forget an appointment, it's inconvenient. When you forget whether you've already taken your medication, it can lead to dangerous outcomes. Missing doses or taking the wrong medication can cause serious health risks, especially when it comes to managing conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or pain relief. What starts as a small lapse can snowball into bigger health problems, and it's not just about forgetting things, it's about the worry and stress that comes with it. Bill's story is a perfect example of how this can happen. At 73, Bill prided himself on his sharp mind. He handled all the bills, remembered birthdays, and never needed a chart to track his medication. But then he started missing appointments and skipping doses, convinced he'd already taken his medicine. He thought he could still manage everything on his own. That is, until one week he missed his doctor's visit and accidentally skipped his morning dose twice. It wasn't until he noticed these patterns that he realized something had changed. He felt ashamed and frustrated, but that's when he made a decision to change. Bill started writing things down, using a simple notebook to keep track of his appointments and medication. He even set phone reminders for himself. And to his surprise, not only did he feel more organized, but he also began to worry less. Writing things down isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. It's a way to take the pressure off your memory and give yourself a system that works. Simple tools, like a notebook, a pill box, or phone alarms, can make a world of difference. You stop second-guessing yourself, and you regain control over your day. It's about giving yourself the structure to stay on top of your health and your life without the constant stress of trying to remember everything. By writing things down, you're setting yourself up for success. You're ensuring that the small things don't slip through the cracks and that you stay in charge of your health. It may feel like a small change, but it has a big impact. Don't let memory fail you. Take a few extra steps today to keep your life organized and reduce stress. As we've seen, small habits like paying attention to your health signs and writing things down can make a huge difference as you age. But there's one more common barrier that can prevent you from staying sharp, independent, and connected: resisting technology. It's easy to feel like technology is too complicated or unnecessary, especially when you've lived so many years without relying on it. Maybe you've said things like, "I don't need that stuff," or "I'm too old to learn all this new tech." It's understandable, but here's the thing. Embracing even small aspects of technology can actually make your life easier, safer, and more connected. By shutting yourself off from technology, you're not just avoiding stress, you're missing out on valuable tools that could improve your health and quality of life. And we're not talking about having to learn how to code or join online groups. Technology can be as simple as learning how to use a reminder app on your phone, setting up alerts for your medications, or sending a text to keep in touch with loved ones. These tools are not just for the younger generation. They are lifelines for people of all ages. From managing your health to staying in touch with family and friends, technology can empower you, not overwhelm you. Let me share Louise's story with you. At 79, Louise was still managing things the old fashioned way, calling her daughter every time she needed to check her meeting times or refill a prescription. Her daughter was more than happy to help, but Louise started feeling increasingly dependent. One day, her grandson showed her how to use a simple app on her phone to set reminders and check her pharmacy's website for refills. At first, it was a little challenging. There were hiccups, some confusion, and a few doubts. But after a few weeks, Louise found herself managing things independently. She wasn't just relying on her daughter for help anymore. She could do it herself. And the best part? She felt empowered. Technology doesn't have to be intimidating. You don't have to be a tech expert. The key is being open to learning and taking it one step at a time. Whether it's using an app to keep track of your health or checking the weather on your phone, these small wins can make a big difference. They remind you that you can still grow, change, and stay connected to the world around you. So don't shut technology out. Let it in. It's not your enemy. It's a powerful tool that can give you more freedom, independence, and peace of mind. You don't have to do it all at once, but the more you embrace it, the more doors it will open for you. Technology is here to help, not hinder, and the more open you are to it, the more you'll find yourself thriving. We'd love to hear your thoughts on everything we've covered today. Aging is a journey we all go through, and sometimes the little changes we make can have the biggest impact on our lives. Have you noticed any of these habits in your own life? Perhaps you've found ways to stay strong and healthy as you've aged, or maybe you've faced some of the challenges we've discussed. Whatever your experience is, we want to know. Share with us in the comments what you've learned or what changes you're planning to make moving forward. We're building a community here, and your insights could really help someone else who might be going through the same thing. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on our next video. We're here to support each other, learn together, and share in this journey of life. Your feedback is not just appreciated, it's truly valuable. So leave a comment below, and let's keep the conversation going. What topics would you like to see us dive into next? We look forward to hearing from you and continuing this journey of growth and support together.